This is what I look like first thing in the morning. That was my sister. I didn't really film that much yesterday. I did like a time lapse. But when we got here, we really just kind of settled in. Learned how the generator worked, and then made some pasta and meatballs and maybe accidentally set off the alarm. And then we just relaxed. So it was just really like a settling in day. I woke up this morning to try and see the sunrise, but I'll show you. This is my view from the end of my bed, but there's no, or it's all cloudy, so there's not really a view. And then if you look over here, that's my sister, because I don't really, so to be fair, I have no experience with generators or power or anything like that, because I clearly don't live off-grid. So the way that the power works here is if it goes below a certain number, you have to turn on the generator and run it for 3 to 4 hours. However, I think we were using the fridge. It's like a mini fridge. I think draws too much power for it to be like an effective mini fridge, maybe. I'm not really sure. So we're gonna move all of our stuff from the mini fridge into a cooler and keep that in my van, because my van doesn't have any insulation and it's like a cargo van, so it kind of just is a fridge in the winter. It just retains cold super well. And yeah, so I think we'll stop using the fridge and see if that kind of improves it, because otherwise the only thing we're using is the heating, which only like comes on at a certain temperature and runs for a short time. But otherwise, for lighting even, we're using light candles. We have these really cool LED lights that are dimmable. Those are low energy and they're really, really great at night. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then today, I think we're going to go hiking. I would love to kayak, but if you can't tell, that's a lake, and it is, wait for it, frozen. So there will be none of the kayaking today. That's the plan for today. That's my update. Sorry it took me 62 years to say all of that. For interest's sake, she did just get it going. In case you were wondering. Okay, so we're just starting our hike. We're at Frontenac Provincial Park, and we are here. And we're gonna hike all the way up here, here, no, here. And we're gonna do this loop, which is the Bufflehead Trail, and it's 8 kilometers. And I'm very excited. Me too. So what would you call it? Not the environment, the landscape. Mm-hmm. The landscape of this place is super, super different from Algonquin, which is the place we were hiking a week or 2 weeks ago. And it's a lot of like marsh land and stuff like that. Kind of almost swampy. And a lot less, what? Lush, yeah. And the terrain is a lot flatter, generally speaking, so far. So it's really interesting. It's kind of nice how in Ontario you can go to like a ton of different places and every place looks different. But so far, so good. So it's all frozen, but it's frozen in like tall sheets. Yeah. Hold on. Focus. Yeah, like tall sheets of ice. So when you like poke at it, that's cool. Wow. So that's what we're walking on. Woo. So when you step on it, it crunches down, but it just flakes. Yeah, that is so cool. Wow. I've never seen that before. I wonder why. All right, onwards. We walked down the Arab Lake Portage, and this is Arab Lake. and it's totally frozen. You can't see anything, it's just backlit. I love that. Did you hear that? At least it's across the lake. Weirdly not reassuring. Like, yeah. I have no idea what that is. I'm waiting to hear it again. Kind of sounds like wind through a specific tunnel. Kind of like shoveling across. Yes. When you're shoveling. Yeah. Like when you're shoveling and then you hit the pavement. So the sound of a rock skipping across ice is like the most unique sound, but I can't find a rock. Don't throw all of them, just in case. But like, I want to try and grab it on camera because it's very, very special. But I'm just going to throw this stick to show you that the ice is very hard. Rock solid. I would not walk on it because it's not totally rock solid. That's water. This is the best attempt I have at skipping a rock on ice. Not even remotely. One of these days. What is that? What is that? Oh my God, Sarah. What is that? Is it a beaver? No, it's not, is it? Yes, it is. What is that? Can we look? Is it dangerous to go over there? Yes, it's dangerous. Okay, we won't go close. I'm just gonna go this way. So we're in the parking lot at the end of Big Salmon Lake Road, which is closed in the winter. It's literally the best wildlife viewing we've seen. Like, we saw a beaver walk past us, we've seen squirrels and chipmunks, and then a whole host of birds that are just not afraid to fly right past you, and you hear the of their wings as they go. There's a little squirrel burrow here, and all the birds are like everywhere, and this is like the parking lot. It's just like the most magical place. And there's just all these sounds that are definitely unfamiliar and new. Like, you don't hear these in the city, that's for sure. And it's just been like the most magical parking lot experience. So thank you, parking lot at the end of Big Salmon Lake Road. Waiting for us to feed them.
Okay, wait. To preface all of this, the loudest bird I've ever heard just made a sound. I thought it was an ATV. Like, that's how loud it was.
It's wings beating.
It's huge.
It's 3-foot wingspan.
So we're gonna go find out what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. But like appropriately and at a safe distance. So, onwards. If anyone happens to know really big, large bird species.
It wasn't black.
No, it was
Very light brown.
yeah.
Hawkish, if those are around this region.
I guess anywhere in
But
Ontario.
low to the ground. Hawks usually fly.
Yeah. It was like on the ground landed. And it flew.
Up and around
Yeah.
the bend.
So if you know what that is, do tell. Please and thank you.
Well, we got our wildlife wish.
True. So, we finished our hike.
Yes.
Almost.
In safety. Almost.
In safety.
Maybe we should wait till we close the van door.
Very true. I didn't give you an update on the bird. Didn't see what it was. So,
Sadly.
unfortunately.
Maybe for the best. It was huge.
It was really big.
Should have instead of a forest fire hazard, a death by wildlife hazard.
Yes. There was a lot of scat on the trail.
Very many different kinds.
Some probably less than an hour old.
No big deal.
And we saw, I don't know what we saw really. We saw something that was either a beaver or a porcupine.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, so slow, like a waddle. We saw,
Definitely my size if I crawled. And furry.
maybe not that big, maybe the size of your torso.
Yeah, my torso with the little paws.
Yeah, but like substantial enough that us to see it from that distance was like
Huge.
yeah, like it was noticeable, bigger than a skunk for sure, like 4 times the size of a skunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we saw the generator sounding bird. Exactly. And yeah, I think
What about the wolves in the wild?
yeah, this is our dilemma. So we saw a thing running.
Just across a ridge.
Yeah, there were two,
Three. I saw three.
3. There were several of them though.
Flashes of white.
Yeah, running for sure.
Yeah, running.
And I don't think there was a trail that went there. So it was just like on ridges in the park, right?
Right.
So
We'd assume it's some kind of coyote or wolf
yeah,
running in a pack.
yeah.
The fur glistened.
Yeah, it was very like turn tail swishy swish.
And otherwise it may be mountain bikers, but it specifically says no biking here, so.
That's a car. I know that sound. Finally. But yeah, it said no mountain bikers, so
What it could be, not sure.
not sure. But we've seen a lot of things.
Plus those noises across the lake sounded like a dog. It's
Yeah.
all just coming together.
To be fair, like they're just unfamiliar noises. Like it's not like they sound inhuman, not human. But I'm not sure what they could be because sometimes, especially if you're like out camping, you know that like a chipmunk in the forest can sound like a bear because they make more noise than anything. Yeah, exactly. So overall, I would say car. I would say it was an effective hike.
This van is probably more dangerous to us than a wolf at this point.
Very true. Oh, does anyone need communication? There's another guy. Can we go in there? Oh, we are actually parked here. So, yeah, I'd say successful hike. We didn't do the hike we wanted to do, mostly because we spent so much time looking at wildlife. But then,
It's amazing.
secondary,
Which is the point,
yeah.
really.
And it's very beautiful outside. Do you know what the weather is? -3?
-5?
-5, yeah. So it's like perfect for
Sunny.
walking. This lighting is
coming
really
back at
nice.
us.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna try not to get hit by a car. So thanks for observing. Look, they're just watching me film myself. Oh, yeah. Bye. So, one of the funnest things you can do when you go on a road trip or when you go away for a long period of time is to bring like postcards and stamps or find like a local post office and send people postcards because everybody loves handwritten mail. I don't think anyone's ever disliked it, barring whatever is inside of it. But that's what we often do. She's writing one right now. So I have postcards, and we're gonna go send them. So come along. We need to buy stamps. This is it. I just realized this is the second day we're here, but I didn't show you where we are. This is where we are. We're at this thing called Cabinscapes, and it's a bunch of tiny houses or tiny cabins that they've built in different places around, kind of like Ontario. Are they in Quebec too?
I don't think so.
Just in Ontario then. I think there's 4 of them. And we chose the Penner cabin, named after Fred Penner, a Canadian classic. And it's beautiful. It's really cute. It's got little bunk beds on this side, and washroom, kitchen, the whole bunch. And it's really nice. And the view is this beautiful lake, which we're gonna go down to now. So that's where we are. It's good and frozen. That I have not shown you guys any of us cooking yet in this place. So this morning we had breakfast sandwiches with egg, sausage, cheese, hot sauce on an English muffin, and now we are cooking the pasta that we made last night for dinner, and I thought I would show you the setup of the stove. So this is the table that folds up and out of where the sink is. There's no running water, so it's just storing food. And there's the stove. It runs on propane. We're reheating pasta and meatballs. So that's that.